Hey guys, this is Candy, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at, I guess, the online community's vocal reaction, written reaction to the Season 1 Battle Pass for Apex Legends. It's about a day old at this point, and you know, everyone's kind of looked through the rewards, and yeah, a lot of people have a lot of things to say. For those that don't know what the rewards are, well, I can link it down in the description, but essentially it's a collection of badges and intros and really not nice looking skins. I mean, they're okay. I'll get to my opinion later, but let's get into some of these comments that I was able to pull up. Well, this is an interesting one. So I found this on Reddit. Someone put up a straw poll for have you purchased the Apex Battle Pass? I voted yes. And yeah, apparently 62% out of the, I mean, that's a pretty big sample size of 1,400 people. So, you know, that's an interesting reference point for the rest of this video. There was another poll that said, are you happy with the Battle Pass? Almost 58 said they were happy and 42 weren't happy. Let me refresh this right now, actually. There's only 100, let me just see. 143 votes. So, okay, so the sample size isn't that big. And I feel like this should be taken with a grain of salt. How to move my little face cam there. The reason why everyone's disappointed in Season 1. Okay, this subreddit would not shut up about Season 1. You guys treated it like Christmas Day. Maybe, just maybe, this subreddit hyped up the Battle Pass so much that you put an image in your heads that Respawn could not deliver in the first Battle Pass. I agree and disagree with this. I do think there was quite a bit of hyping going on in the subreddit. And not just the subreddit, I'm talking about on Twitter and everywhere else. Everyone was kind of really, they were really hyped about it. You know, a lot of speculation came out and what people wanted. People came up with lists of what they expected. But at the same time, I felt like the rewards, I mean, just to be clear, I bought the Battle Pass and I'm okay with it. I mean, I think it's a decent value with what it is, but I can see why people are upset, right? When you have games like Fortnite and Overwatch, the skins, I mean, just look pretty amazing, and then you have, you know, you have the gun skins of this game, which is, you know, it's just, well, I mean, it's fine. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't want to say I was disappointed, but I definitely feel like Apex, at this point, a month in, to kind of keep up the hype train and the interest wave in their game, I think they should have really put a lot more stuff into the first Battle Pass. And just for a reference point, I like to look at Google Trends as a just sort of seeing how interest goes over time. Apex Legends, obviously you have the spike right around early February, and then you can kind of see it dropping down. Now, I'm not saying this game is dead. I'm not saying this game is dead. I'm not saying it's dying. I'm just saying interest going down. It's fine. It's normal for anything to shoot up and then go back down. But yeah, I was kind of thinking that, like, you know, Apex Legends, we really would have needed a really strong Battle Pass. Again, people would like to compare it to the Fortnite Battle Pass, and you can kind of see how Fortnite over the last couple years have fared. I mean, they're kind of spiking in, what is that? Oh, I can't even tell what that is. It won't let me. The mouse literally won't let me figure out what that is. But let's just say early 2018, right? And you kind of see it dipping down, just like Apex is right now, and then it kind of spiked back up, and then there's a bit of a fluctuation, but you can kind of see it kind of wearing off over time. But overall, Fortnite seems to be was able to kind of hold on to its interest, I guess, according to Google, anyways. Right? I mean, this is just one data point. Over time. Let's see, this is the lowest. This is the 57 point that we saw in Apex Legends. Yeah, right now it's oh shoot. Okay, now we're down to 25. Yeah, I don't know how Google Trends measure this, but I mean, I'm sure this is fixable by Respawn. I'm sure they can bring it back up if they really came out with something. Here's another post by someone, posted 21 hours ago. I'm disappointed. You should be too. I'm very disappointed in Season 1 Battle Pass. It should be laying the path for the future of this game. And if this game's future is anything like the past, I don't see a future. The battle pass is absolutely trash. I was expecting skins, cool weapon skins, maybe even some new heirloom skins. I feel like the subreddit mostly bullied the devs into releasing something they weren't satisfied with, and I knew the battle pass was going to be this bad. And if I knew this battle pass was going to be this bad, I wouldn't have mind waiting another month. Oh man, this pass is 90 days of exactly nothing to be excited for. I don't know, man. I mean, this guy got mad downvotes. On my screen it says 30% upvoted, and I kind of agree with the first line. You know, I do think that the battle pass should be laying a path for the future of this game, but I think it's a little I think it's a little harsh to say it was trash, you know, because I believe you get 1,000 Apex coins by getting the battle pass to max level, which would buy you the next one for free. And so I think that's a nice little gesture that Respawn or maybe even EA put in there. I think they did the best they could with the amount of time they had and the resources they had, but I don't know. I think maybe they should look into hiring better artists or more artists, or really expand their team, because a lot of the skins just weren't that great. Also, what's up with the level 100 Havoc skin? Okay, it's a cool skin, don't get me wrong. Okay, it's a cool skin. No one's doubting that. It's just that it's on the Havoc. And I know it's their newest weapon, and I know it's like, ew, energy rifles, cool, but like, come on. I mean, couldn't you have made this a cool wingman skin, or a cool, I don't know, even a Peacekeeper skin, or Spitfire skin, or Kraber skin? I think that would have been neat, but no, they wanted the Havoc. This guy has a bit of the more like, let's just be grateful to Respawn response. This sub is a joke, titled "The Fact That Most of You Feel the Need to Make the Developers Feel Like Absolute Shit for Something You Don't Even Have to Pay For" is probably the most defining quality of this sub entitlement. The battle pass isn't great, so what? Most things aren't wonderful at launch, but truth be told, you guys brought this on yourselves. You hyped yourselves beyond belief that nothing could have possibly surpassed your expectations. I might have to disagree with that one. For me personally, I didn't hype myself that much. I mean, this one got a lot of upvotes. It's like almost 20,000 points at 70% upvoted. I don't think that anyone should be verbally abusive to the devs, but I do think there is a place for people feeling the way they do and not being happy, you know. So this guy kind of dismissing the battle pass not being great, I feel like it's a little dismissive. I do think that criticism is necessary, especially given how Apex is kind of in a position to really, you know, continue to take off. But yeah. I'm trying to remain optimistic, but I feel completely ripped off by the battle pass. Okay, I feel baited and switched. I think it's switch and baited, not bait and switch, but okay. With purchasing the battle pass last night and playing over an hour without even leveling it up once, especially with a lack of posts, a post here pertaining to it. Buying it has just given me the feeling now that I'm forcing myself to play the game after just one day, sucking the enjoyment of actually playing it. That's I don't know. This is another common sentiment I'm seeing on social media, is that people are saying that it just takes too long to level up this pass. And for me personally, you know, I do spend a lot of time playing this game, so I don't really care that much. I kind of like the idea of just something to work on. I like the game as is, and the battle pass just to kind of have in the background when you're playing through is a nice bonus. Though I understand that a lot of people have it the reverse, right? Like they're playing to complete the battle pass instead of just, you know, having the battle pass and just having it as a side thing. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people saying it was really hard to level up. I think I'm like level 2 or 3 now, which, you know, I don't think it's that bad. Battle pass XP is too grindy. I'm an average gamer, not the best, nowhere near, no way ever. I don't have hours upon hours of free time like I used to these days. The only chance I get to play is after work and uni, like most people. Yeah, so this guy's basically saying the same thing. He's saying he's won 3 games out of 5 and only jumped up. Oh, he didn't even rank up 1 tier. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of this weird dynamic where people are saying, "Oh man, I'm level 100 now," you know, before the battle pass came out, and they're like, "Oh man, what do I do? I'm burning out the game. I'm level 100 now. The game needs more content." And then you have the other camp now with the battle pass saying it's taken too long to level up. You know, so I think I'm gonna have to spend more time with the game to kind of really get a sense of, you know, how long it takes to level up. I'm sure they can tweak the level up system in the future where it's a bit more friendly to maybe you can level up way faster in the early levels and then slows down the higher levels or something. Maybe EA will come out with will tell Respawn to sell XP boosts, right? Get 200% extra EXP for 6 hours of playtime. Could you imagine? Unpopular opinion. Okay. Battle Pass leveling is fine. Not everyone gets to be level 100. Not sure why there's so much hate on the Battle Pass level system. Is the quality of the rewards what we all wanted? Not really, but that's a different discussion. People saying it takes too long to get the pass to 100 just shows the full entitlement of this generation. Oh boy, one of these. Okay, so if you want something, then you have to work for it. That's an interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, I do agree with that, but it's just kind of funny to hear the word work with video games. 1.5 hours a day, roughly assuming you're terrible and get 0 kills in a game while never finishing top 3. It's not the end of the world to reach the maximum level. Did he do this math on his, did he get that somewhere? I don't know where he got this math from. Maybe it was like an official thing somewhere, but I totally missed that. People saying they only play the game 2 to 3 hours a week. This battle pass isn't meant for you. I would agree with that. You can expect to put in minimal effort and get maximum rewards. A lot of this reminds me of a time when Dirty Bomb, it's another, it's a shooter game that ended up getting canned in a way. But they had a Christmas event where you had I think it was like literally 48 hours of game time to get the top cosmetic or whatever. It was like a snowman, and it was like a little trinket that you can put on your gun. Not that impressive, and people were really upset in kind of the same way. It is one of those things where, I mean, this guy's right. I mean, like, not everyone is supposed to get to level 100. I think the philosophy behind the battle pass is that it's supposed to be. I think it was also meant for the super grinders, right, in this game, who just dump hours and hours and just something for them to chew on. That being said, I do think a lot of this could be mitigated if the rewards were a little bit stronger, but that's just me. I like this post a lot, actually. I'm very disappointed with the Season 1 rewards. Community wanted the following: character skins, unique skins for characters like legendaries, not variations of colors and patterns. Weapon skins, same thing. Animated banners, executions. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking of those things specifically, but I think if the Battle Pass had those, I think it would definitely be a much stronger buy. Even if it was like $15 instead of the $9.50 in Apex coins equivalent. But this is what we got. All right, so we got the 20 badges showing the season level. Yeah, I don't think those are that great. 9 stats, 1 per character, showing season level. Kind of the same thing, no. 10 XP rewards and 9 intros. I think we also got like loot boxes, right? I don't know. Oh, he's a sum of what we got. Okay, I see what he says. All right, so I do agree. I mean, there's a lot of filler in the battle pass. Well, I guess there's the Havoc. Yeah, okay. Only 1 legendary skin is it's for the Havoc. Yeah. Again, I see both sides of the camp here. I think for Apex's sake, I think a stronger battle pass would have been more optimal. So this guy really went to like I think one of the one of the selling points that Respawn really trying to make was showing us how much of a good value the battle pass was. And I understand a good value when I see one, and I definitely agree it is a good value. But I think one thing they didn't take into account was time invested, right? 10 Apex packs is $10. You're pretty unlikely to get a legendary and epic in these 10 packs. 5 Apex packs is $5. You're half as likely as you are with the 10 packs to get a legendary and an epic. With the $10 battle pass, you get 5 packs, which you might get a legendary and epic from, and you get another 2 packs that guarantee a legendary and an epic. You also get 5 packs for free. So right off the bat, you're getting more than you get for $10, most likely. Then you get 10,000 coins back each season, which buys you the new battle pass and half an Apex pack. This means you get all of this twice, 3 times, 4 times, all for a discounted price. I see this guy's point, but I mean, I think he's missing the whole thing where, people have to put a lot of time into, to get these rewards, right? I mean, like, time invested, put into playing the game to unlock these things. That's another variable he didn't he didn't really take into account. Yes, but I think the sentiment is that Fortnite does the same in terms of generating bang for your buck, as you can fund future battle passes by doing the current season 1. However, Fortnite also has some really dope rewards in the form of cosmetics, dances as part of the battle passes. People want to be remembered for being part of season 1, whether that's having like a John Wick skin like in Fortnite or some other nice identification. Yeah, I think our base Reddit user, our base brought up a fair point. You know, I know Respawn's going through a bit of a learning experience, but I feel like Apex, it's just so much on the line right now for Apex. It's like you really gotta. I mean, come on, man. I'm just thinking that back to the level 100 Havoc skin. Oh, jeez. I think that's the one thing I'm kind of disappointed about is the level 100 Havoc skin. It's a beautiful skin. It's a beautiful skin, but come on, man. It's Havoc. Some people are pretty upset on Twitter about the battle pass. Okay, nice April Fools. So now give us the real season 1. This guy Jap says next we need event map changes challenge. As brief as Japan QC. As brief as Japan QC was in that statement, I think I would agree with him. I think we need a proper event, maybe do some changes to the map for sure. I wouldn't do the PUBG route of getting like 2 more new maps, because I feel like it takes up a lot of dev time and it also splits the player base quite a bit. And challenges would be nice as well. I think that would be a really good supplement with the battle pass, because if you guys remember, the battle pass isn't the only thing in season 1, right? In season 1 they let out the new hero, new battle pass. That's 2 things. They also introduced new loot and new weapons. I think if they made the map a little bit bigger or added some story behind a new spot in the map, much like Fortnite, I think Fortnite did a really good job with introducing new spots on the map in their whole like storytelling event way. I think that would really help. This has got to be my favorite like meme that the community has come up with. Basically, the interaction between the community and Respawn. I have a feeling the battle pass was probably done well in advance of them even releasing Apex Legends. You know, I feel like if they had known that the game was gonna blow up this hardcore and what was at stake, they might have. I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling that maybe they would have taken more time and putting in better skins or something. I'm not sure. Even on the EA forums, not a lot of people go on here, but you do have the same kind of back and forth. You do have people saying it's garbage and saying it's not really, that worth it. And then you have the other side of the fence saying like, oh, it's a great value. It's kind of interesting to see this weird thing where people are trying to sell each other on the idea of just getting this battle pass. I don't want to say I was disappointed by the battle pass, but I bought it anyways. I'm happy for it. I'm grateful that the devs put it out. I'm happy to support the game, but I feel like long term for Apex, it's sort of past this honeymoon stage, and I think to really keep up the momentum, I think they really should have put out a stronger battle pass. So the disappointment isn't for my own sake. I mean, like $10 is not that much money in the grand scheme of things. It's not that much money. But I think just as far as paving the way, as the other guys said, paving the way for the future of this game, I think they probably could have done more. But that's just me. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the battle pass. Did you buy the battle pass? And if you did, or maybe even if you didn't, how did you feel about the rewards and how it's kind of set up? All right, guys, with all that said, I think I just am about done here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.